Keyword research for Google Ads is one of those very important things that you need to understand before you set up a campaign. It is important to understand what your clients are looking for and the kind of words that they are typing in search engines to look for your products. This mainly works if you are setting up search campaigns or responsive search campaigns, as they are called in Google. Now, there are certain tools that you can use to set up to do deep keyword research. One of them is the Google Keyword Planner. Now, this is a free tool that Google offers for anyone with a Google Ad account, an active account. There's a video that we've created on how to create a Google Ads account. You can go back and watch it, and then you access the Keyword Planner. Now, there are certain things that you need to understand when you are doing keyword research. There are two types of keywords. First, we have short tail keywords, and then we have the long tail keywords. Now, short tail keywords are mainly keywords that contain one or two words. These are simple things that people type on search. If I go to a search engine right now, let me just type here google.com so that we are on Google, because this is an AI page, so it might not give us that. Now, if I go here and type something like mobile phone, this is a short tail keyword. I can search for it and then I'll be provided with the search results of business profiles and sometimes ads if I'm using something like Google Chrome. But if I'm using an AI powered browser like Perplexity here, it might not give me the ads showing the product. Now, when it comes to long tail keywords, these are keywords that are more like phrases. Somebody types in something more descriptive. So I can say long tail keywords are something like, go to search and type something like mobile phone prices in Nairobi, for instance, if that's my location. Now, this is a long tail keyword, so it is upon you to decide how you're going to balance or mix these keywords, the short tail and the long tail. Using one of them is not very much advisable. It is advisable that you do a combination, because if you have different clients, different people search for products in different ways, and they're definitely going to either be using short tail keywords or long tail keywords. Now, how do you access the Google Keyword Planner? So you have to go to your browser and type ads.google.com. So say ads.google.com, and then we are going to just remove everything so that we ensure we don't open an account that we do not want. So if you click ads.google.com, you'll be taken into the sign-in page. If you don't have an account, you'll have to create it. We already created and shared a video on how to do that, but now you're just going to sign in here because you already have an account. Then I'm going to select the account that I'm going to be using for this tutorial here. So I'm going to just pick one account here. So let's go with this, even though it shows it's cancelled, but we can always like reactivate it to run campaigns. Now, in this account, in this when you're on the homepage of the Google Ads page here, you just want to go to tools on the left hand side, and then you're going to expand planning, and then you'll open the keyword planner. Now, this keyword planner will allow you to do two different main things. It will allow you to discover new keywords, so you get keyword ideas that can help you reach people interested in your product or service, or you can have search volumes and predict potential performance of your ads. Now, if we go with discover new keywords, you can just click here, and then we just type something like maybe I'll say let's try mobile phones prices, and we have the default location set, so you can always change the location setting, so you can decide which location. So let's say we want to have something like the United Kingdom. We want to have the United Kingdom and we want to include it here. So we're going to do those two, save it, and then you can always add your website link for it to be like scanned, so it can help you like get exactly keywords that match the content that you already have on your website, that can help you target the correct clients. So if I click on get results here, it will scan and it will give me a potential prediction of this. Now you see I have multiple keyword ideas here. This is my main keyword, mobile phone prices, but I have other keyword ideas here that I can use. And then it also gives you the projections of monthly searches. So we have the keyword section, we have the average monthly searches, so you can choose to select a keyword based on the number of searches. And another very important thing is the competition. We have the competition section here. We have high, most of them are very high, but if you have a good budget, then you can just jump into the competition and be among some of the people get, you know, clicks for these keywords. We have 3-month change and year, so you can just hover to read there. So search volume of the latest month with the same month of the previous year. So you have like, if it was if it's in June, then June last year, that's a comparison. This is a 3-month change. How much difference has there been in the last 3 months? Was it an increase? Was it a drop? If you move to this other part, we have ad impressions. So these are the share of ad impressions that you already have. This only shows if you've already set up a campaign for this specific keyword and you're already getting impressions. So in this case, it's normal to have this as blank. We have top of page bid for these keywords. How much do you have to pay for you to appear on the top of the page for the product that you're selling? This is the low range. So if you have 0.2 for iPhone 14 Pro Max price, 0.8 for mobile phone deals, 0.6 for cheap phones, and so then you have the top of page bid, high range. So you can see shows the higher range of what advertisers have historically paid for our keywords. Top of page bid based on your location, search network settings, the average CPC. So this is how much you pay for per click, this CPC. So that is getting search volumes. I can go back to keyword planner and now look at that was getting new keyword ideas. Now I can go to search volumes. So I can click on search volumes and then I can enter a specific keyword. Let's say I'm selling PPC, maybe management. So, and then I say get started. So you see PPC management here has a very low search for this location, but you can always expand. Like we said, you come to this location, you can add as many locations as you wish, but only remember to include locations that you are targeting. So once you've added this, I can add something like this, include that, save. And then you notice that now the average monthly searches now rise a bit. So the competition is low, but you notice the top of the page bid low range is much higher than what we saw for mobile phones. This usually happens because of maybe the value of what you're selling, or maybe competition with the number of people who are bidding for this service and the amount that they're putting out there for this type of service. So the high top of page bid high range is at 100. So you can keep adding keywords. You just click here, add keywords. You can include something like let's try digital marketing. Then you can select an ad group if you are doing it for a specific ad group, but we are not doing that now. So just pick the random one and save it there, and it will give you the average searches, the search volume for that specific keyword, the competition, the change, your ad impression share, and top of page low range, and top of page bid high range. So you see, you get to know exactly what you are going to pay. So this is very, very important when you're planning, because once you have typed in your specific keyword here, you've seen the potential search volume that is going to have. It might not mean that you're going to get 100k views here, but it means that you already know that this number of people are searching for this type of service within this duration. So you know that from this you can get a share, even if it's only 5%, 10%. And then it also gets to show you exactly what you're going to be spending when you are creating that, when you create that ad. Daily spend, spend per click. So then you can prepare a budget based on the estimation that you've been given here. Now, there are other keywords research tools that you can use. You can just research. We have things like WordStream can help you with that. We have tools like Ahrefs that can help you get the keyword volume and maybe estimation of how much of the potential visitors you can get from a specific keyword. Remember, this works for short tail and long tail keywords. Now, Google Keyword Planner is free if you have a Google Ads account. That's why it is the most recommended keyword research tool if you're just starting out. But if you have the financial muscle, you can use tools like Ahrefs, which have deeper and maybe much more powerful keyword research capabilities to maybe do more research on the kind of services you're offering before setting up your ad. Just remember that you're going to have to pay to use those tools. Now, that is the simplest way you can do keyword research before you set up your Google Ads campaign. If you like it, share it, leave a comment on what exactly you've not understood or what you'd like to add that has been left out, and also subscribe for more tips on e-commerce, Google Ads setup, Meta Ads setup, TikTok ads, LinkedIn, and everything digital marketing.